What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Once again, I'm your host Cosmic Charlie 00 with another video presented to you by Nightmare Fuel Streaming. Make sure if you like this video or any of our other content that you follow us on any of our social media platforms, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. We stoop to all of those for you guys. By hitting that like, subscribe, follow, whatever button, you're letting us know that you enjoy the content and we can keep bringing you new horror content every week. Today we're going to be talking about the 2021 Fangoria Chainsaw Awards. I've been really excited about making this video. There's a ton of great movies on this list and I've been just binge watching for the last week for you guys so I could talk about each what our choices would be for each of the segments for all of the different categories of the awards. So without further ado, let's get into it because there is a lot to go over. First category for the awards I really struggled with, and this was Best Worldwide Release. There was a ton of great movies on there. I liked each and every one of them, but unfortunately I had to pick one, and that was Christopher Landon's Freaky from 2020. So what was great about this movie is that they took an old and tired idea that we've seen in movies a million times and really shaped it into something unique and really fun from start to finish. Vince Vaughn did a fantastic job portraying a serial killer, a stereotypical serial killer at that, with not really a ton of distinguishable features or lore behind him. And that's something that we really haven't seen him do before, and it was really cool to see him take that role and do it so well. And not only that, he played a teenage girl in high school trapped in a serial killer's body very well as well. And following up with his co-star, Katherine Newton, who played Millie Thompson in this movie, our main protagonist basically, she did a great job equally playing a serial killer trapped in her body. So with those two together, it just created an awesome dynamic that was a sure win for me, and that's why we picked that Freaky by Christopher Landon 2020 release for the best worldwide release of the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards for 2021. Next up, for best limited release, we chose Richard Stanley's Color Out of Space from 2019. This was a Shudder exclusive and honestly a fantastic reason, one of many, to subscribe to the service. Adapted from the H.P. Lovecraft story of the same title, Richard Stanley didn't stop to deliver an adaptation that not only respectfully modernized an old story, but artistically portrayed what is incomprehensible to us, as according to the story. Starring Nicolas Cage, who in my opinion did a fantastic job, this movie brings horror, comedy, drama, and action, and a slew of practical effects to deliver a home run of a cosmic horror movie, and that's why we chose it for Best Limited Release. Next up for Best First Feature, we chose Romola Garai's Amulet from 2020. This movie was not only visually stunning, but it also kept you on your toes from start to finish about what is actually going on in the house that our protagonist finds himself in. Alex Sakarian truly does a fantastic job portraying a truly broken man caught up in the sinister plot of our other lead, Carla Jury, who plays Magda. With enough twists and turns to keep you guessing from start to finish, this movie was really fantastic, and congratulations on Romola Garai for a great first feature. For the best streaming premiere, we have Ryan Spindle's The Mortuary Collection, which honestly is probably my favorite movie out of everything in this entire list. Dark yet vibrant color palettes with beautiful, elegant scene settings that just created this eerie yet whimsical movie that just worked. With a similar writing style, in my opinion, to Michael Dougherty's Trick or Treat, which like I said, in my opinion, is the reason that both of these movies are so successful, because of that particular writing style. You are just constantly ready to progress the story, hear the next story, what's happening next, and it just kind of keeps the viewer attentive the entire time. With Clancy Williams also playing the lovable mortician Montgomery Dark, what is there not to love about this movie? And that's why we chose it for the best streaming premiere movie for the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards 2021. Okay, so for best series, I struggled. I absolutely loved Lovecraft Country last year, and I absolutely loved What We Do in the Shadows. What should I pick? One was really funny, one was really great and action-packed and serious. Well, we picked What We Do in the Shadows. Normally I don't enjoy TV series based off of movies, as they just kind of try to rely on the previous source material and rely on old jokes and stuff like that just to kind of string it along to kind of make more money and just keep the ball rolling. This, however, totally changed my opinion about that. This series is just plain funny, and honestly I probably enjoy it more than the movie. Each character, each protagonist in this show is lovable in their own way and brings their own comedy style to the table, so when they all get together, it just creates an absolutely hilarious half an hour of TV, and if you haven't watched What We Do in the Shadows, go check it out and laugh your ass off for the rest of the day. That is why we chose it for the Fangoria 2021 Chainsaw Awards Best Series. For Best Lead Performance, we chose Andrea Riseborough from Brandon Cronenberg's 2020 movie, Possessor. Andrea Riseborough plays Taz, our protagonist in this movie, Possessor, and she delivers a gut-wrenching performance from start to finish in so many different ways. Whether she is highly relatable, or you just kinda don't like her because of how cold and calculating she could be, she was a great character that really created the setting and made the movie what it was, and it was a highly successful movie. That's why we chose Andrea Riseborough as the best lead performance for her role in Possessors from 2020. Other than great storytelling, beautiful cinematography, and an almost pulp-style atmosphere, Clancy Brown, who plays Montgomery Dark, the mortician from the Mortuary Collection, literally made the movie. He's funny, mysterious, whimsical, and just downright a lovable character that is the vessel that this movie is delivered to us in. Without him, this movie wouldn't be the same, and quite honestly, he's probably one of my favorite new horror characters from movies in the last couple years. And that's why we chose Clancy Brown for Montgomery Dark, the mortician from the Mortuary Collection. Certainly a mouthful for Best Supporting Performance for the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards 2021. Leigh Whannell for The Invisible Man. This movie was a great take on a horror classic that used modern technology and modern ideas and settings to kind of make this all a feasible idea. It shows what it was really like to kind of be hunted by an unseen and unstoppable force, and he did that in many ways. In the certain scenes he shot, the effects he used, and just the overall presence of the movie was really fantastic, and that's why we chose Leigh Whannell as Best Director for The Invisible Man for the Fangoria 2021 Chainsaw Awards. For Best Screenplay, we chose once again Michael Kennedy for Freaky. He managed to take, like I said, this old and tired idea, Freaky Friday, you know, whatever, a hot chick, we've seen it a million times where people swap bodies, took this old tired idea and really made it fantastic, new, and fun, and honestly, it was probably one of my favorite horror movies of the last couple of years. I would highly suggest this one, and that's why we chose Freaky from 2020 for the Best Screenplay of the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards of 2021. For Best Score, we chose Jim Williams for his work in 2020's. Williams creates an eerie and gut-wrenching atmosphere with his score in the movie that, combined with the stunning visuals, creates just this truly terrifying and ominous experience for this psychological horror movie. It just worked so well, and that's why we chose Jim Williams for Best Score for the Fangoria 2021 Chainsaw Awards. For Best Makeup Effects, we are choosing Alterian Studios for their work on Freaky. I know I've talked about Freaky a lot in this video, but it was really great, so you should go see it. Not only did it deliver a fantastic story, plot, cinematography, everything, but they really brought it home with the gory kills. Alterian Studios did fantastic work with this, and it's just literally from people getting torn apart to stabbed. It's all done in very creative ways, and it looks like it was all very thought through. And it just works. It was fantastic. Out of all of the movies on this list, the kills, the gore, all of that stuff provided by Alterian Studios was fantastic, and that's why they are getting our vote for Best Makeup FX for the Chainsaw Awards. For Best Creature Effects, we chose Dan Martin for his work in Color Out of Space. So what's really cool about Dan Martin is not only that he did fantastic work in Color Out of Space, but he also worked in one of our favorite movies from this video, Possessor. His work in both films is just absolutely amazing. At Nightmare Fuel Streaming, we are huge fans of the work he's done in both of his movies, and if you haven't had a chance to see Color Out of Space or Possessor yet to see his work, go check it out right now. We highly suggest it. It's mind-blowing. That's why we chose Dan Martin as Best Creature Effects for the 2021 Fangoria Chainsaw Awards. Last but not least, our last category, Best Kill. But guess what? My best kill choice isn't on any of these movies, and it's because it's from a new movie from this year. What is it? My choice for Best Kill? Psycho Goreman vs. Pandora was one of the coolest kills in any of the horror movies I've seen in the last couple years. Literally running at her and ripping bones out of her body to form a massive sword to stab her and kill her was one of the coolest things I've seen in special effects, and thank you Steven Kostanski for making that movie. It was a wild ride, and if you guys haven't seen that one yet, go check it out. That's all we have for you today. Those were our choices of what we would have voted for in the 2021 Fangoria Chainsaw Awards. Unfortunately, voting is closed now, so hopefully you had a chance to voice your opinions. And if you agree with us or disagree with us for any of these categories, shoot down your answers in the comments below. I would love to know what movies you picked and why you picked them. And because this is what we do at Nightmare Fuel Streaming, we talk about horror movies, so I would love to hear your guys' opinions. Make sure that if you like the content that you like and subscribe to us at Nightmare Fuel Streaming and follow us on any of our social media platforms, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We stoop to all of the lows for you guys. So make sure you click the button and let us know that you like it so we can keep bringing you horror content every single week. And until next time, we'll see you on the channel.